My last video clip basically set the tone for our relationship between physical and spiritual and God. Within the physical, there is no God but us. We are the striving, driving force that runs the physical. Now people say, well, I want to find God. Great. A great accomplishment. But to find God, you have to know yourself. How can you hope to know God if you don't even know yourself? How to find yourself? I know back in the 60s, 70s, people used to go on road trips, travel across Europe, do many things to do what we used to call find yourself. And on these trips, on these journeys, we learned about ourselves without the comforts of a home, without the comforts of everyday family and life. We just went out to find ourselves. Whatever this physical world gave us, we accepted and learned from. And believe it or not, we did find ourselves. That was an awesome thing that we did. So you have to know yourself. So who are you? It's all about you. You have to find out about yourself. Now, to do this, one thing that we should understand is there are three centers of ourself. The three centers are the physical, which is right here and what we are and what we live by day. There is a second center, which is a link from the first center to the third center. The second center is where we find our positive emotions, where we find compassion, where we find glorifying things that are within us, but we don't use on a day-to-day basis. And then, of course, there's the third center. The third center is our ultimate goal. The third center is our complete and full spiritual self. This is how we were created, and this is where we must go. This is where we must again become. The reason we're in the physical, the reason that we don't understand everything in the third center, is because we denied God. And in denying God, we created the physical. It gave us somewhere to live. We downgraded to the physical level. And this is where we reside. We are now in the process of going from the first to the second, from the second back to the third where we originally were. This is how we were created. The religions say created in God's image, which is basically true, except God is not physical at all. God is God. There is no physical part of God. We created the physical. We denied the spiritual. We denied God. There are many stories that are told in many religions, and as we go along, we'll go through them. But right now, if you are searching for God, first find yourself. Now, how do you find yourself? What do you know about yourself? Write a journal. Write down everything that happens to you, your feelings towards it, whether you liked it, didn't like it, whatever your feelings were. Everything about aromas, sights, sounds, touch, feel. Really get to know yourself. And remember, sooner or later, this will become your Bible journal, written by you about you. Now you must start right where you are.